Hello, dedicated viewers, and welcome back to the Method Podcast. This will be our. Let me check. This will be our 7th episode. Yeah, I'm your host, the Rik Friend, otherwise known as Henrik. My nickname is the Rik Friend because it's like a pun. It's kind of like play on words, right? Some word games, right? With my name is Henrik. I'm doing the intro. All right, and then also it's because like at times I can look be kind of like cold, dark, intimidating, just like all around kind of like cold and dark, and so that's why also I'm like the Rik Friend. But yeah, this is my guest. I'll have him introduce himself. No, not too close because I don't want you to mess up my computer.
I'm Kolby. I'm his brother. Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm currently in 10th grade, and I like to play video games and play the piano and go to the gym.
Anything else?
I mean, not really, no.
Okay, so my first question is actually a little bit off script, but how have you gotten your toes looking so nice? And what are the advantages in your mind of going barefoot? Yeah, let's tell us what you think about that.
I think it's important to have
put your head a little closer to the mic. Yep. Hey.
It's important to have good feet because you can grip the ground better. Especially if you want to walk outdoors without your socks on, your shoes on. Maybe if you want to build more strength in your feet, because we all kind of need that sometimes for outings. If you don't have your shoes with you, you can just walk barefoot instead. That's why you want to have long toes, because then you can grip the ground better.
What about wide toes?
Wide toes can be good as well, but you don't want them interfering with each other. You want it intrude.
No, I meant when they're splayed out.
Oh, that's actually better, yeah, because then you get a better grip on rough surfaces.
It's very primal.
I would say, yeah.
Primal.
It is
Would
primal.
You say you're a primal guy?
No.
You why?
Because I don't really think I'm primal. That's.
It's just a feeling, or is it?
Well, I think I'd probably more advanced than someone who'd be primal.
You can be primal in other aspects, though.
Yeah, I don't see any of those in myself, though.
Like what?
Well, I just can't think of any. That's why I say that.
Alright, whatever, dude. That sucks. You're the most boring guest so far.
How are you primal?
I'm not sophisticated. I'm going to college. Very sophisticated. I don't have splayed toes, and that's very sophisticated.
I don't have splayed toes either.
They're a little bit splayed.
They're not splayed.
Just a slight bit. Okay, what's the deal with Dark Souls?
It's a video game series where you dodge.
Can you just describe it for people who don't know?
It's a video game series. There's 3 of them, and you.
Well, it's more than that.
Well, yeah, but there's the 3 main ones are Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and they have other ones like Demon Souls or Bloodborne and Elden Ring. But the main idea is that you are dodging a boss's attacks by using the roll button or a parry in other games, and you are trying to traverse the world by upgrading your character, and then eventually get to harder bosses that take longer to beat, but then you get happy when you beat them because they're harder. And they're usually pretty hard. I'd say Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 is one of the harder ones. Yeah.
But I've heard that Dark Souls 1 is actually the hardest because of the data mechanics and the rolling and whatnot.
I'd say Dark Souls 1 has like really easy like telegraphed moves. Like even the final boss fight isn't very hard because you can kind of just tell what he's gonna do every time. But Dark Souls 3 has like more complex like boss fights and kind of hard to see moves, and the areas are way harder. Like it's not just the bosses sometimes. Like the areas in Dark Souls 3 are usually kind of more complex and harder to traverse because of like the enemies. Yeah.
What's your favorite area across all of the Dark Souls games?
Probably like that red area in the Elden Ring DLC. I don't really know what it's called, but you know.
Caleb?
No. Why are we doom scrolling?
Finish your point.
Okay, it's not. It's like an area in the Elden Ring DLC where there's like cool like red plants everywhere. It's very nice. But yeah. Hey, I'd appreciate if you didn't like doom scroll. I did finish my point.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your favorite area in Dark Souls?
In only Dark Souls? I just said.
In the series.
In Dark, like, okay. Probably. Forgot the name of it, but like the hub in Dark Souls 2. It's like very like bright and nice. It's very cool.
I'll put a photo of that up on the screen for you viewers at home.
Yeah, it has like a cool like there's like a pit with like ladders that go down. It's very long, and then they have like a mountainous region, and there's like a huge ocean you can look out on. It's pretty cool.
What's your favorite fight in all of Dark Souls?
I'd say probably Malekith from Elden Ring.
That's not really a Dark Souls game though, is it? It's just a Souls-like.
Well,
within the lore, isn't it in like just this disconnected area?
Yeah,
Souls.
But usually
it's not actually connected to the universe. In
okay, well then for the Dark Souls ones, I'd say probably.
No, you're gonna answer however you want. Don't let me sway your.
Well, you just did,
answer.
So I'll say Slave Knight Gale for Dark Souls.
That is a very W boss.
Yeah.
I like his theme.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
It's like fighting, but you're like in a movie instead of like a game, because he has really cool attacks.
All right, talk about something for like a few minutes while I find this boss. Not something you want to talk about.
I don't like have anything though.
Just tell us something.
No, I'm not like. What are you not even like doing anything? You're just sitting there.
How do you feel? Can you hold the mic up?
Sorry.
How do you feel about the Bed of Chaos?
The Bed of Chaos is like a very bad gimmick fight.
Can you describe why?
Because you just slide down.
For those watching at home who may not know.
It's just not a very good fight. It's in Dark Souls 1, and you just slide down into this arena where there's holes that pop up around the fight that you can just randomly fall into. And you have to destroy 2 little orbs on either side of the Bed of Chaos, which is like this weird big monster looking thing. And then once you get those, you have to go down the middle and then kill this little guy that's like in the bottom of it. And once you kill that, it destroys the entire thing. But he'll just hit you without you being able to tell off the arena, and you just die instantly.
Hey, for some reason our wire is moving by itself.
That's you, actually.
No, it's not me.
If you put the camera down a little bit, you'd see his finger going up and down.
So usually when I go into a hole, right, and I'm like down in the hole here, and I'm like down in the hole, right. Usually what I do is I take my shovel, and then I dig myself out of the hole. You know what I mean? Because there's only one place to go from
Where do you get
dirt bottom, right, and that's up. What do you mean?
Well, how do you have a shovel?
Because I was digging a hole.
Well,
what kind of question is that? Why would you logically be in a hole if you weren't digging it yourself with a shovel?
Well, if you fell into the hole and you didn't mean to fall.
And you need to speak up because the mic isn't picking you up very well.
I'm pretty sure it's picking me up fine.
No, I can tell you from experience of doing lots of podcasts, it's not.
Well, if you fell into a hole and you didn't have a shovel with you because you didn't think you'd be falling into a hole, you probably wouldn't be able to dig yourself out.
Well, it depends on how big it is.
I'd say if it was more than 6 feet down, you probably wouldn't be able to get out.
And you'd probably be 6 feet under forever, actually. It's a good pun. So for those of you watching at home who actually didn't really get the reference there that I just made, that's like just kind of one of like the dark aspects of my like humor, right? Because I'm the Rik Friend. So actually being buried 6 feet under is like in reference to when you die and you're actually in your hearse, in your casket, so to speak, right? And then they lower you down and they cover you with dirt so that your body doesn't stink up the
Can you tell what
upper area.
hearse is?
A hearse?
Is that like part of your mental lexicon?
It's part of my expansive mental lexicon. Actually, y'all have heard about my lexicon earlier because I was actually talking about that earlier. But, you know, a hearse, you know, it's kind of like a casket. It's like the car casket, you know. And actually, the reason I know what that word is because of the MCR song, Helena. MCR, for those of you who are not acquainted, is actually an abbreviation for My Chemical Romance, which is, you know, one of the great emo rock bands of the 2000s. And so, in Helena, the song, he actually wrote about his dead grandmother, but it's really good. It's the one where it's like, where he's like, like na 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 hurt you so and then all the ones you take. Yeah, it's like that one.
Make it like more unintelligible so they can't tell what you're saying, or even trying to like sing right now.
Wait, what's like the chorus? Like what's like that one phrase in the chorus? I'm talking about like the hard hitting phrase. Everyone knows it.
I'm not sure.
I cannot remember. Wait, yo,
Yeah, you should search it up.
I'm actually tweaking out because I actually love this song. I listen to this song a lot. For some reason, let me find it. Helena. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was like so long and good night, so long and good night. That was pretty good. Yeah, so he goes like that. You know, everyone knows that. It's a pretty good song. You know, they reference the hearse in there, but you know, I've been trying to expand my mental lexicon recently. Actually, here, give me that book right there. You know, I don't know if y'all know anything about reading. You know, might want to learn yourself something, right? But this is actually the book that I'm reading right now. So it's pretty good. I'm expanding my lexicon via that book. Other books, you know, maybe a few video essays.
That was weird.
All right. Tell us a little bit about how lifting changed your life.
I don't think it's necessarily changed my life yet, but it's like very good because it builds discipline and it improves your fitness and gives you something to do every day, and is a way to make friends and spend time with people like we just did today. We hit pull.
Back and buys.
Yeah.
Anything to add on?
No, I don't think so.
Who got you into lifting?
You.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. What's your favorite lift?
Probably incline dumbbell bench press.
That's actually a good one. That's actually a really valid take. That was my take for a while.
It's
You know,
good.
actually, out of all of the, because You know, because you guys, although I do bench 420 pounds, right? My favorite lift is not the bench press. It's actually been the barbell squat for a long time, but I have a bulger disc and I can't really squat like that anymore, so kind of sucks. So I think my favorite lift that I can do currently used to be dumbbell incline. I think now, though, it's like a Smith machine JM press, like a tricep focused JM press, where you have it like, here, hold the mic. You have the bar, like imagine I'm laying flat on my back right now, like right, like this is the ground underneath my head. Right, it's like the bar comes down and you like it's like it's just like a skull crusher on a Smith machine, and instead of the bar going behind your head, it just goes like straight down to your eyes. It's really good for the triceps, and it is a great compound movement to add before your more tricep focused isolation exercises, such as push down or overhead extension, that kind of thing. It's very good. It's very good. What's your favorite song to listen to at the gym?
Probably either Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold or Nero Forte by Slipknot.
Isn't it Nero Forte?
Nero, maybe. It has a very cool like chorus.
You like the chorus? I think the best part of the song is the guitar riff.
Well, yeah, but like
yes, that's true. I don't know. I don't really know if Corey Taylor is like the best like singer. But yeah, I think my favorite song to listen to at the gym currently, it's probably Memento Mori by Lamb of God or Roots Bloody Roots by Sepultura. That whole album, Roots by Sepultura, is crazy. You guys, I used to not really listen to metal that was like a dude screaming, right? It had to have a chorus for me previously, right? But then Gojira kind of opened up my eyes to the technicality and the value of people screaming in metal, right? So then I started listening to more of that kind of stuff, and then listen to Lamb of God. Very amazing groove metal band, probably the best in my personal opinion. I'm not a big Pantera fan. And from Lamb of God, I like revisited Sepultura because I've always liked their song Radha Mahata, which is off of Roots. But I didn't really like Roots Bloody Roots, which is like their biggest song off the same album. I didn't like that one as much. But then I listened to that and I was like, oh, it sounds really good now. And so then I had to listen to the whole album. The whole album is an amazing experience. The way they blend the Brazilian like musical influence with the metal and the production of like new metal, specifically stuff that was popular around the time. Because I believe the same producer that they had for that album did Korn as well. So, very, very good album. I highly recommend it to anybody who would be willing to give it a listen. Roots by Sepultura. But also just anything Lamb of God. I really have been digging Lamb of God recently. Like basically like no other band. Basically no other band. I've never really been this into a band before. So actually I think they might low-key have replaced Slipknot for me as my number one. I'm being completely honest. And part of that is probably because of, the Corey Taylor and Clown situation, how they treated past members, and also selling out recently. It's like, I don't know. Me personally, maybe influences my favorite band a little bit, but I think even if that wasn't happening, Lamb of God would still be taking my top spot right now because of their music. It's got the perfect balance between just like brutality, something you'd find a lot like in death metal, like Cannibal Corpse, that kind of thing, right? And then also like the groove and like the riffs on guitar. I think they got a really good balance. So that's my personal favorite band right now to listen to in the gym, anything like that. Next question. That was winded. No one really cares about that. Anyways, what's your favorite thing to do in high school? Because my favorite thing to do in high school was probably just like, shoot the shit with my friends. You know what I mean?
What does shoot the shit mean?
Cut the cheese. You ever heard that?
Doesn't that just mean to fart?
Shoot the shit, cut the cheese, ham it up.
Okay.
Can you lean more into the mic?
Yeah.
Also, can you give me that black box?
Yeah. What's in the black box?
You know what this is?
No.
Answer the question.
Sorry. Probably having lunch is the best part of high school, because I get to talk to my friends.
Yo, dude, this rubber band is fucking disintegrated.
Well, what's it for?
Yo, this is a fucking rubber band. Look, it's literally disintegrated. I can fucking pull this apart with my... Yo. Guys, the rubber band from 6th grade did not quite make it.
What was it for?
Into the Big 25, bro. Dude, can you just answer the question?
I already did.
Is that lunch?
Yeah, lunch.
Talking with your friends?
Yeah.
Shooting the shit?
No, not shooting the shit. Just.
That's what that means, bro.
Yeah, I just don't really want to use that word to explain or phrase to
Hamming
explain
it
it
up?
though. No, I wouldn't put
Chopping
it
it up?
I wouldn't put it that way. No. What's the deal with the box? Is this Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Or Pokemon? Or it's probably Yu-Gi-Oh. This guy used to really be into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, what's your second favorite thing to do in high school?
I don't know.
Keep going. So, guys, when I used to be really into Yu-Gi-Oh, right? When I was in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, I was really into it. Were you gonna say anything?
Sorry. I also.
And so basically, I got like this band, and it was actually, sorry, not this band, this deck. It was a little bit cheaper than the other ones because at the time the meta was the, dude, it was like the new Link cards, and they were all like these animals basically that were like technology animals. But I got this deck called the Shiranui deck, right? And it's basically like these zombie monster types with the fire element, like fire zombie samurai. And the deck works in a really interesting way by basically banishing cards and then bringing them back from the banished pile to the graveyard pile and resummoning them. And there's a lot of different cards that work in tandem with each other, and it's actually really fun to play. But this is my favorite card from the deck. This actually is not a Shiranui card, but this is Vampire Fraulein.
It's like, it's very different than the class I take because it's a little bit harder, but
Vampire Fraulein, this is my favorite card because she basically has this effect where, like, I'll read it out. When a monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Her defense value is 2,000. You can only use this effect of Vampire Fraulein once per turn, and then once per battle. If your zombie monster battles an opponent monster, during that damage calculation, quick effect, you can pay life points in multiples of 100, max 3,000. Your battling monster gains that much attack and defense during that damage calculation only. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed any monsters by battle, you can special summon them from the graveyards to your field. So what that means basically is when your opponent is attacking, right? Let's say you're defenseless, or let's say you just want to like kind of turn the tables on them, right? If they have a monster that's attacking with a value less than 3,000, you can quick effect summon this card, pay life points from your own health pool, which is like risky, I kind of like that. And then you can basically counter that, and then the monster will die. Because ideally, you would use this in a situation where the monster attacking hits this in defense position, and then their monster dies, and then they take damage. And then that monster dies, and let's say you can like summon it to your field. So now you have another thing. And then there's other cards in the deck that activate based off of like special summons to your side of the field. Via like card effects and whatnot. So it like stuff like works in tandem. And aside from that, the art is really cool on it. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen, but it's like this vampire, this Lady Fraulein. She's got this really cool like gothic dress on. Big fan of that style, and she's got like some cool hair. But then her umbrella is like hardened and it has spikes on it because she's like a defensive specialist. It's really really cool. That's my favorite card. I also like Shiranui Solitaire. That one's also really cool. All right. What are your gripes with food? Gripes with food. What are they?
What do you mean by gripes?
You don't know what the word means?
I do, but like just like
describe them.
Just like what I don't like about food.
Just anything.
Like certain foods I don't like. I don't know. I don't like salmon because
Isn't it pronounced salmon though?
No, it's salmon.
Okay.
And it tastes like
it's news to me, but
tastes like nothing. I feel like it kind of just tastes like bitterness and just like I don't know.
Method Podcast hot take. We're putting that in the Instagram reel. That's getting clipped. Keep going.
Yeah, I just feel like salmon's just not great. I mean, like fish in general just aren't really good. You know, I mean, some people like may disagree, but like salmon especially, it's just not great. I mean, there's not really any special like taste to it. It just tastes like nothing. Like maybe cod is a little bit better because it kind of has more like freshness and like, you know, like I don't know.
I think you just don't appreciate the umami flavor present in pescatarian cuisine.
Can you like explain umami? Like, what does that mean?
Okay. Umami, people say it's like the sixth flavor that your tongue like sour, sweet, savory, whatever, bro. I don't know. They say it's like the unknown flavor that like Westerners don't know of. It's like from Japan, like umami. They got this word for it. It's just the flavor of like fat, but in Japan, I'm pretty sure at least the big E, the small chomper, told me that umami just means like savory in Japanese or something like that. So it's another one of these instances of like thing in Japan just being like hidden on. Anyways,
If you went to Japan, would you be turned to gold, like fully? How much of you would be turned to gold?
that's not cool.
Well, how much of you is broken?
No,
Because
stop.
broken things in Japan are fixed with gold.
It's not cool, bro.
I was just curious, like how much of you would be like.
Okay, second part of the question is basically like this guy eats only a diet of like pizza,
No,
burritos.
this is not true.
I don't know, like fucking ice cream, like sweets. Like, I don't know. This guy eats basically nothing. He's like, oh, I don't eat any Asian cuisine.
Okay, I didn't say that.
I don't eat any fish.
No,
bro.
I actually just don't like fish.
Like this guy genuinely has vitamin deficiencies because he's such a picky eater.
No, I don't.
Like, dude, beggars can't be choosers, bro. You're
I
literally
eat whatever-
eating out of the
I eat whatever Mom
freaking
makes,
fridge.
And okay, I just like don't like certain like foods because some foods are kind of just like too like rich for me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm white, but like I don't know. Some foods are just.
Don't bring race into it. This is the Method Podcast.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I wasn't PR trained. I'm sorry, but like certain foods, just like they just don't really, you know, they don't really hit for me. Like
Keep your head
like
really
a lot.
still.
I don't know. Like certain like.
Keep your head really still, okay?
Okay.
He won't fall off that easily, but.
Okay, but like you know. I don't know. Just certain foods that are like more commonly found like in other parts of the world just aren't really for me. But I actually do like a lot of like I don't know. Asian foods, like I don't know. Like just name one.
One?
Yeah, name an Asian food.
An Asian food.
Yeah, just any food from Asia.
Cow tongue?
No, like
Actually, I bet that'd be pretty good.
like one that I would have eaten.
Chicken feet?
I don't think I would have eaten chicken feet.
Guys, chicken feet's low-key overrated. There's not a whole lot of meat on there. Like, it's just like... I don't know. Anyways, I have had chicken feet. Tripe.
What's tripe?
Like pig stomach lining.
I haven't had tripe.
Which is also very good, by the way.
Have you eaten it?
Yes. It's actually... it's a relatively common. Like, if you go to like, Asian places. Okay. I guess this guy hasn't eaten anything.
I don't know. I like egg.
I don't know. Maybe sushi.
I like egg rolls. Yeah, I like sushi. What is egg roll like? Not is that like an American? It's probably an American one.
Bro, I
isn't
don't
it?
know. You tell me, bro.
It's probably more of an American one.
Yeah,
isn't
bro.
it?
You tell me, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro. You tell me, bro.
Yeah, great.
Sushi? You like sushi?
Yeah.
You like ramen?
I don't really know anyone who doesn't
You
like
like
sushi.
ramen?
Yeah, I like ramen.
You like pho?
Yeah, most of the time.
You like curry?
I haven't had any curry except for the one that Mom has made, and
Yeah, it doesn't really
that's not really curry, so I don't
No,
really
it
know.
is. It's just like not like... Yeah, that's... You like samosas? You like samosas?
What's that?
You like naan?
Is that like the bread?
Yeah.
I like that.
You like hummus?
Sometimes.
You guys, technically the Middle East is in Asia. Alright? Give me a break. Give me a break. I can already tell the comment section is going to come after me. Cancel this guy. He's talking about hummus being in Asia. You guys, Syria is where hummus originated, right? You know, this is the Middle East, Middle Asia.
Middle East, Middle
What do
Asia.
you want from me, bro? What do you want from me? Next question. You're an eager guy. You want that mic, don't you?
No, just
Can you give me a piano tutorial?
No, I can't. I don't have a piano with me right now.
Send me a video of you playing piano.
No.
Please?
I don't really think I have any right now.
I know there's one on your phone. You playing in the pool.
You want me to play? You want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you need to take the mic back if I want to do that.
No, don't send it to me right now.
Okay, I won't.
Can you tell us about how to play piano if anyone doesn't know?
Yeah, you use like your fingers to press the keys.
What kind of instrument is it?
It's a percussion instrument.
Try again.
It's percussion. You could say it's string, but I say it's
It's a
percussion.
string instrument.
No. It's not.
Forgive him, Father, for he does not know he has sinned. Okay. You know what? This just reminded me, bro. I read the book of Job last night because I was bored, and I was like, what is one of the most influential and most important stories in the Bible, right? And I find out the book of Job, right? Dude, this guy, like, okay, I know the point is that bad things happen to good people and that humans cannot understand the complexity of God's willings. Look, I'm not going to get into religion, bro, but Job didn't deserve any of that shit, bro. You're telling me this guy, as a result of a bet between God and Satan, this guy was described as living a perfect life, right? Like, literally sinless, whatever you may have it, right? Dude, this guy's chilling. Imagine you're just chilling on your farm, right? You have enough wealth to just, like, chill out. You have a nice, loving family. Your kids are chilling. You haven't sinned, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, bro, you get like all these hives and shit, and your health deteriorates massively, and then your family all dies, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? I've been like chill my entire life. And then you start like, you're like going through it, right? Listening to Juice WRLD, maybe, whatnot, right? And then these three people show up, bro, and these three people start telling you about how like you've done all these terrible things. You must have done these terrible things. And he's like, dude, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, Job's like, no, like, I actually have been chilling the entire time. And then like there's this other guy who comes in, and then he's like, dude, you're being like punished for something you're gonna do in the future, bro, like, so you can like learn now. It's like, bro, like, what is even the point of this? So now there's just four dudes yapping at you, talking about some BS, right? And then after that happens, then God just comes down, bro. He's like, there's like this massive like tornado and shit, and he's like, Job, I have something to tell you. And then he just like takes you like throughout like all his shit that he made. He's like, dude, like, look at my Lego set, dude, like the mountains and shit. Like you're not even anything in comparison to this. And he shows you some like big ass animals, and he's like, dude, you get fucked up by these. You're like, bro, like that's nice, bro. Like, I get it, but it's like the entire time you've been thinking, you're like, man, like why is this happening to me, bro? Like, what's going on? He doesn't even tell you. He tells you literally nothing about why this happened to you. All he does is he just like freaks you out, scares you, tells you you're nothing, like fucking degrades you, and then he just like replaces your entire family with just like a new family. It's like, yeah, dude, like, I know your wife and kids are gone, but here's like a completely new family. And then he's just like, yep, you learned your lesson. There's no lesson learned. It's just because like Satan, or like whatever, like the opposition to God or whatnot, he's just like betting him. He's like, dude, I bet I can get Job to sin, bro. And then Job just doesn't sin. He does everything perfectly fine, and then God just like fucks him over, and then is like, yeah, you know what? You don't understand. You'll never understand. Bro, I get there's like philosophy there, but man, like, it's just,
I think I know what he did wrong.
What did he do? Do you understand? Do you know this story?
I think what he did wrong is...
I don't think I'm oversimplifying it, you guys. I think that's basically like kind of the whole idea. And the whole idea within the broader context of the Bible is that like God's will is not necessarily understandable by humans, and that, you know, bad things happen to good people, and it's trying to kind of like describe that, right? But then it's just like, why would that be the point if at the beginning you introduce this as a bet between Satan and God? It's not even like God is deciding to do this. It's just like, it's a bet. And then Satan's doing, like, bro, come on. Like, it's low-key, to me, it kind of seems like a cop-out, but what do I know, bro? The Bible's done a lot of good, so maybe there's something to it.
Is this a question?
No, actually, that was just completely unrelated. What I was,
Well, I think I know what Job did wrong.
What did he do?
Well, his name's Job. That's his problem.
He's employed.
No, like...
He shouldn't be employed.
No, like the fact that his name is Job. It's just like who names their kid Job?
I think it's a pretty cool name, actually.
It's a terrible name. Like,
no, it just sounds funny because you think it sounds funny.
No, it sounds stupid.
No, it doesn't. It's
like,
fine.
he could have just gone with Job, but he went with the Joe, but he went with the Job.
Whatever,
They put a B in there for no reason.
It's like a Hebrew thing, bro. It's not like today.
I think that's why he got punished.
Whatever, bro. Okay. Top 5 favorite frogs and why?
I'm not sure I know 5 different frogs, but
They don't have to be different species.
Number-
They don't have to be describable. You can just describe like when you've seen them.
number 5, probably bullfrog. He's pretty cool, but like, he's not anything special. You know, he's kind of just like normal, and like he's pretty cute, but I don't think anybody would put him in the like say number 1. Number 4, probably like one of those like really like green ones, like that's like neon green and has like the really big eyes.
Like a tree frog?
Yeah, those ones are pretty cute. And then like number 3, one of like those ones that has like all the dots on it. Those ones are pretty good. And then number 2, I think I saw like one that was like a really cool blue color. It was like a cyan or something. Might have been darker. I don't know. That one looked pretty cool. And then number 1 is probably poison dart frog, because like
That's no lame.
nope,
Dangerous, small,
it's cool.
generic.
It's not. I mean, you could say it's generic, but it's just cool. Like he's just cool like that. He's poisonous, and he's a dart.
Kind of like my alter ego.
He spits poisonous darts at you.
Spit it out. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go in reverse order. Actually, I'm gonna go from 1 to 5. Number 1 is Myobatrachus, which is this guy. Sure, y'all have seen that. You know, I think he just looks really funny. I mean, so for real, like that's just he just. Oh man, he just looks so funny. You know, I also like this thing. I've seen this around on the line as well. This is another thing I feel kind of bad for. You know, I feel like certain things just, they kind of just, like it kind of rubs me the wrong way that they exist like that. Like why can't they be less chopped? Like why is, you know what I mean? Like what's the evolutionary reason for that? For him to look so sad. Yeah, just like me, you know what I mean? Like I'm chopped, right? I don't want frogs to be chopped as well. There's no reason. Frogs should be beautiful. Okay, then number 3, definitely put South African bullfrog. Number 3. Number 4 is those little frogs that were in like in the driveway at Suncadia. Yeah, our family, we used to have like a mountain vacation home type thing in Suncadia. I don't know if any of y'all know what that is. Well, we sold it, but when we were up there at night in the driveway, we had a bunch of rocks surrounding the driveway, and these frogs would come and chill. I don't know if they were in the rocks during the day or if they migrated to the rocks at night. I'm not really sure, but all I do know is that they were very prevalent. You know, there was a substantial number of them at night within those rocks, and I thought
Shoved it to my eye, and I had to put a rag over my eye for like 10 minutes.
but I think other than that, they're pretty chill though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think frogs are pretty cute in general. So I've held a few frogs. Those were small frogs. And then I think for me, like number 5, just like the Australian tree frog, the green tree frog. I'm talking about. He just looks like a frog, honestly. You know, and honorable mention number 6. I know it's not a frog, but just like toads in general. I really like toads. Okay, next question. Let's get to it. All right. Tell the Method Podcast viewers, you know, I keep formulating names for you guys, but I kind of just gave up. But tell all the Method Podcast viewers about a goofy fact about yourself. It could be as goofy as you want.
I don't really.
Something seriously silly. Oh, I see a smirk creeping across those beautiful lips of yours. What are you thinking of?
That wasn't a smirk.
Oh. The humble beginnings of a grin, perhaps? Oh, interesting. Seems I'm mistaken.
I'm looking for a new video game to play. What you finna do? Cause this gon' make the news. Gotta make your move. Told that bitch get in cause she looking confused. I broke the rule. Cause this bitch you win this plus I just popped through. But she ain't.
Oh yeah. A silly fact about myself is that I hate the I'm crying son baby. It like just seriously pisses me off. I don't know, something about it just like makes me angry. It doesn't look like a real baby. Like it's definitely not a real baby. So like I don't know why, but it just the way it looks and the way it moves especially is just
Guys,
something
silly
else.
fact about me, I hate the latest meme trend.
It's not the latest one.
Whatever, one of the biggest, latest ones.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Fun fact about me, I go against the grain, and I'm not your average.
I don't think I'm against the grain.
I'm not your average 10th grader. I actually don't like the AI baby, bro.
I think a lot of people could probably get behind me and they say they don't like the AI baby.
Bro, shut up, bro.
No.
Almost everybody likes the AI baby. Are you serious? Like, look at this, bro. This is comedic genius. Dude, he's so good, bro. Son, I'm crying. Like, dude, that's awesome. I don't know. That's pretty... he just... Oh, my God. Dude, he's just so funny, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, son, I'm crying. Like, it doesn't get much better than that, you guys. I mean, I think, like, the only thing that can kind of rival that for me is, like, chop chin.
Chop chin's a good one.
But, Loki, do it with me. Do it with me.
No, I'm not good at it. You got that, though. You should get Chop Chin on the podcast.
Yo, Chop Chin, pull up. We'll promote your music to our massive audience.
Viewers. He's been seeing this video.
Dude, actually, that would be freaking awesome. I like that. That would be really exciting.
These videos have been getting lots of views recently. I mean, the channel's just been blowing up. So, you know. Yeah.
Let's go, you guys. Wait. What's the UW score? UW. You guys, Boise State sucks booty cheeks. Holy cow, quarter 4, 38-3 in favor of Washington. You guys, why can we only do this against worse teams? Oh, never mind. I forgot. Because we can't play anyone actually good. Anytime we play someone who's actually good, we get dookied on, bro. Low-key. It's not good, man. It's not good. Okay. Next question. Are you more of a glass half full or glass half empty type of guy? Like, what do you think? And can you give us like your fullest philosophical take into that?
Now the turtle almost fell. That's not good. I'm probably like a glass half full because, like, you know, the water has to get there somehow, and you know, like, it's obviously not empty, like half empty, because like the water, think about it, the water's on the lower section of the cup. If it was half empty, the air would be down there and the water would be on top of the air, because the water came first, therefore anything above it is afterwards. So you think of the water first and you think of it, therefore the cup is half full. I mean, I don't really see any other way. Like, it has to be like that. If you see it as half empty, you're kind of just stupid.
I don't really think that's what the question's asking, though. I think it's asking, like, do you see it as like you have half as much water left in the glass, or do you see it as you've already drinking half of the water in the glass?
Definitely half as much is still in the cup. Because, like, why would you think of it negatively like that? That's not cool. I mean, like, if you think of it negatively, you just, like, discount the water being there, then you're never going to drink it.
It's not true, though. You can still drink it. It's just your attitude about the water that will, like, change your perception of how it was.
It probably tastes worse if you thought about it that way, and you should probably want it to taste better.
That's true.
If you're like going with sour thoughts about it, you're like, oh, this all be gone, I drink it, then like don't do that. Be like, well, at least I got the water, and then like savor the flavor of it. Because water has a good flavor when you're thirsty, but not really when you're not.
Yeah, water has a bad flavor when you're Asmongold.
That's true.
Your teeth are rotting. Y'all who are online, you'll know that that clip. You know what I'm talking about.
He dodges the pellets.
Mom, come on the podcast. Just come on the pod. Just come on. We're having a riveting conversation. It'll be like 10 minutes. Okay, you have to scoot a little bit to the right. You guys, we're getting another guest in the podcast. Just come in and then sit to Kolby's left. Oh.
No, I don't want any video on.
What?
Oh no.
It's fine. I don't think anyone's going to see this.
No, I don't.
No, please.
I'll stand over here behind the camera. And
What?
I'll just be a voice off of the sideline.
Okay, well I have some. Can you hold the mic and introduce yourself and tell us a few fun facts about yourself?
A few fun facts about myself.
Yeah. But like speaking to them with the metal gradient, so you don't.
This is Trevor or Henrik's mom, and some interesting facts. What do I like to do? I like to knit, and I like to make fun meals for my kiddos. I don't know. That's about it.
What else?
I don't know. I like to do anything artistic. I like to create things.
Okay. I'm going to ask my first question that I had prepared. What's your like? Tell us about the hidden beauty of crochet. Or the not. You have to hold the mic. Or the not so hidden beauty.
A crochet or knitting. I mostly knit.
Yeah, hold it closer. Closer.
I wouldn't say there's a hidden beauty. It's just relaxing. It's kind
I mean,
of
there's something beautiful in that, though.
kind of mathematical. It feels good to complete a project and finish something.
So would you say that you're kind of like into the, like the digital, like the math, like the matrix, like when you crochet, do you think you see like the numbers?
No.
So you think math is beautiful?
No.
Oh.
No, not in that sense. It's just fun to create stuff. Find a fun pattern or create something new.
You should create a meowl. You please create a meowl?
Maybe.
Okay, loyal viewers of the Method Podcast, you may know that I'm really into meowl. It's like one of the greatest things, actually. I was going to print off a meowl for this episode, but I actually have not done that. All I've done is put a turtle on Kolby's head, which is still there. Wait, Mom, look at the turtle. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, what's your favorite color and why do you like it so much?
Oh, favorite color, probably blue. I don't really have a reason. It's just kind of always been blue. You think that's funny?
In color psychology, blue signifies calmness, trust, stability, and intellect. Often linked to the sky and ocean, reducing stress and improving focus, but can also suggest sadness, feeling blue, or coldness. It is widely used in corporate branding for reliability. IBM, Facebook, Chase, and can promote productivity, though its commonality means it also can blend in, so shade and context matter for conveying serenity, like light blue, or authority, as in dark blue. So would you say you're more of a serenity, light blue, or like a dark blue, like authority type person?
Probably somewhere in the middle. Baby blue, to me, kind of comes across as like a baby shower-ish, a little too light. And
He's appropriately named.
what, baby blue?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I never thought of it that way. Light blue. I kind of like something mid-range. Not too dark. Not like midnight. Kind of like royal blue.
Personally, my favorite color is green. Like yeah, I'll ask Kolby's favorite color as well.
Mine is also blue. But I like a deeper, like darker blue.
Like authority.
Yeah, I guess you could say
So
that.
does that mean that like you kind of like you crave power?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Something like a midnight blue is better, or a deep blue.
I think the reason that I like green so much is because it's an earth tone, and it's like earth. Green color psychology links to nature, health, growth, and tranquility, evoking feelings of safety, renewal, and balance. Can also suggest wealth, envy, or even sickness, depending on the shade. I definitely do not like envy or sickness, you guys. That's not good. I'd rather not be sick, and I'd rather not be envious.
Well, green also means like turtle. There's a turtle shell.
In fact, I will say envy, the envy homunculus in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably one of the least favorite homunculus of mine, and I really like when Colonel Mustang destroys envy in that rage-filled... Whatever, dude. Okay, next question. What's your favorite thing about the good old days?
Good old days. My favorite thing about the...
You hold the mic closer.
Oh my goodness.
No, like other way. It's
The good old days, I didn't have to learn how to use all these newfangled devices.
talking to it. It's already on.
The good old days. What does that entail? Like what?
That's whatever you want
High
it to be.
school.
Whatever you want it to be.
I like the fact that it was less populated, so it was a lot easier and quicker to get around. It's more crowded now, and everybody seems a little bit more stressed out. So the environment seemed calmer. The '80s Seattle era was more my vibe, and now it's kind of a little more hectic and chaotic. Traffic, that kind of stuff.
I definitely agree. I think when it was less like trafficy and more calm, I definitely liked it a lot more because there wasn't as many people. And yeah. So do you think that means that we should do like something like that happened in Home, where what they did is they had a bunch of aliens coming down and then move everybody to one big town?
What?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'll restate the question.
Does she know what home is? It's what the purple alien.
So
That eats the thing in the urinal, the lemonade.
because there's a bunch of people, do you think that means that what we should do is have a bunch of spaceships come in and then maybe like half like
Preferably.
we can abduct like half the people and then move them to one big town?
That's sad. I don't really understand the question, but
we can move on.
Yeah, let's do something else.
How did it feel when, as you moved through the jungle, sweat beads dripped down your forehead? You know, there was a thick humidity in the air. The smell of greenery was all around you, and bugs squashed underneath your feet. Suddenly, you see a stone formation slightly in the distance. As you make your way closer to it, you realize it seems to be man-made. You get even closer, moving aside the brush and cutting through the undergrowth as you move. You know, at this point now, it's been several days. You know, your clothes are slightly bloodied. There's dirt everywhere, right? But your travel will actually have amounted to something, because as you move into these ruins, you know, you go down this dark, dingy hallway. You know, you hear some strange noises, and you're like, what was that? And you turn around, and it was just Jeff, and he was keeping up the hallways. But then you move forward, and there's a room, and there's a chest, and you open the chest, and then there in the chest is the sacred chicken pot pie recipe that you have cooked for our family for many years. And so how did it feel when you found it?
I don't know. This sounds a little choose your own adventure or Dungeons and
How did
Dragons.
it feel when you found the sacred chicken pot pie recipe?
It doesn't really make any sense.
Good, bad.
It feels great. It feels great.
Can you elaborate?
Can I not really. All right. I think I need to go do some
Wait, one more question.
some dishes.
Actually, never mind. All right.
I'll let you convene.
Adios.
with Squirrels.
Okay. If you could have a dope ass wood carving of anything, what would it be?
Probably like a kraken. Like what's
That sucks, bro.
what do you mean that sucks? Actually, no. Kraken's kind of like you can only get tentacles. So that's not actually as valid. Okay, hold on.
That's terrible, bro.
No, I just thought of like a cool like sea monster, but that doesn't really make any sense. Probably like a skeleton, but he has like a cowboy hat on, and he's like firing a gun, and like the bullets coming out, and you're like trace all of it, and he's like shooting the gun. It's like mid shot. It's like a skeleton, like cowboy.
When I say wood carving, I mean it can be a statue.
Oh, like a statue.
It could be if you want it to be.
Well, yeah, then that, and like he's like shooting the gun. That'd be cool. I feel like that's pretty cool. I don't know.
I mean, that could be cool.
Yeah, what do you think would be cooler?
Well, I think it'd be cooler is if you had 5 skeletons, right? Crazy standoff type shit, right? Yeah, we got 2 skeletons. One of them is dual wielding pistols. The other one, and the pistols, by the way, he's stood up like this, right? He's like this, right? And he's like leaned back slightly, right? And he's got like the 2 pistols like this, right? And then his friend, right, is maybe like kneeled on the ground slightly, right? And he has his lever action rifle, you know, where he can like the lever, right? It's like I'm playing a guitar. No, I'm not. It's a lever action rifle, right? And he's on the ground with a lever action rifle, right? And they got these hats on, right? And around the rim of the hats, right? Like on the base, like imagine this is a circular hat and this was like the brim that came all around, right? Between like the top of the hat and the brim, there's like this leather like string, right? And within that string, there's a bunch of like bones sticking out of it, right? Because these guys are actually like skeleton bounty hunters. And then the one with the lever action rifle, basically, right? He's in the middle of like he has like his lever action rifle, right? But in his right hand, he's actually flipping a coin, right? Because the 3 people in front of them, one of them is armed, right? But he only has 1 bullet left, so he's sweating. He's like sweating like crazy, right? And the 2 other guys are kind of on the ground looking helpless because they've actually ran out of ammo, right? So what he's doing is flipping a coin to basically decide if these guys live or die, right? And I think that would be really cool. Maybe like a metaphor, you know, because even in like the afterlife, these skeletons are still fighting. You know, maybe like the bounty hunters, it kind of symbolizes like the government, like they're still struggling against like maybe like authoritarianism or whatnot, right? Like even after they've died. And you know, like I think there's a lot of these like kind of these metaphors, you know what I mean, these motifs that come into play. That'd be super dope, and I probably put it in my yard or some shit. Yeah. Okay, now for the final question, do you have anything you would like to ask me?
How long do you think the legacy of the Method podcast will carry on for? In years.
Easy. 2 years.
Two years. Dose.
That's not like her pronunciation. It's pronounced dos.
Dos.
Yeah. Now say it with me. Tres.
Tres.
Yeah, now say it with me. Cinco. We
Cinco.
don't talk about 4.
Why? Cuatro.
All right. You know, you guys, I think that has wrapped up episode 7 of the Method Podcast. You know, we heard from Special K, my brother, the Kolbster, Kolby, Kolbinator, you know, Kolbonitude. You know, we heard from me, you know, H dog, big H, small H, you know, kind of thing. Put that guy back in your head.
Why?
Because he likes it up there. Sheriff Turtle. And, you know, we heard a little bit from, you know, I was about to, dude, I can't say it. It's too corny. We heard a little bit from our mother. You know, she's pretty awesome sauce. Yeah, it was pretty great. You know, episode 7 of the Method Podcast went pretty well. let us know. If you got this far in the comments, let us know by putting in a pregnant man emoji, and that is how I will know you have made it this far. So yeah. All right. Well, I hope you'll have a great day, and we will have a Christmas special coming up relatively soon. But yeah. All right. See you on the next episode.